We spend more time fighting with the system than we do fighting on behalf of our clients.
Today is the start of a new era for Mecklenburg County's court system. North Carolina's new eCourt system is in action to do what officials say is streamline the bookings and charges. But some issues within the system in North Carolina and across the U.S. have had many local leaders sweating right now. Queen City News followed the troubled transition here for months. Queen City News Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes joins us now. Khalif, you've got firsthand knowledge as a high-powered prosecutor here, or as a lawyer here. What do you see as this new change?
I do have an opportunity to see a little bit of both, and I can even take it further back. When I was Chief Magistrate, we talked about rolling these things out, and so I saw the perspective diagrams of what it would look like and how it could be implemented. On the front side, it's great. This is an opportunity to streamline a process and take it from, I guess, the Stone Ages, if that's the best analogy that I can say, from paper
to digital,
to being able to access it from at your house. And so the idea is amazing.
Surprised it took this long.
The implementation is the problem. I mean, so you start in these small counties like Lee County and Harnett County and places that are relatively small, and they had all these hiccups, backdating issues and folks getting arrested wrongfully, things not getting entered properly. But now you take it to the largest. We are by far the largest county in the state, Mecklenburg County, in terms of volume. And so now this is going to be a true test of a system. And it's already having some hiccups right now in terms of attorneys being able to access things. But those are what you would expect. Anytime you're talking about technology intersecting with the law or any type of process, it's going to have its hiccups. And hopefully those hiccups don't lead to arrests. They don't lead to any types of delays, because those things you can't come back from. You can't come back from arrest when you weren't supposed to be arrested.
You're up for even more legal action with it
internally.
Yeah.
There's a civil case pending now, and they're talking about this could potentially be the largest class action suit in history in our state with this type of claim, because folks are saying they don't want to have these unintended consequences. But on the other side, the getting access to this information is extremely great opportunity. And so you got to try to figure out how to balance that in real time.
You tried to log in yourself, obviously doing the legal work that you have to do. What did you see today? Were there any, and plus it's also the risks outweigh the benefit, the rewards outweigh the benefits.
Sometimes it does. And so I went through the trainings. I went through all the trainings that they had online. And last week when I was attempting to utilize the system, it had a couple hiccups. Today I tried, and I mean, it could be user error. I could say that, but for sure, it wasn't as smooth as the old system was. Just for me being able to see my court dates, before I wouldn't have been able to see the entire file. I was able to get on there and see one of my files, so I had a little bit of success. And I've spoke with other attorneys that have had a little bit of success as well. But the problems, again, we'll probably see a lot more issues up front. And then as this rolls out, this will all be a thing of the past. We'll be talking about, can you remember when we talked about how the system was going to be extremely hard to roll out? And for the public, that's going to be the biggest time. You don't have to now get on a bus or drive and go park to go to the courthouse. You can see your file right now while sitting at home. That was something that was never here. So I am looking forward to when all the bugs get worked out and that folks are able to actually utilize the system like it's supposed to. And hopefully they'll put the resources behind it like they need to.
And this should have some resources for some fail-safes, some back checks or something like that, safety checks, that sort of thing.
And that's the biggest thing I can say. This whole legal process depends on you relying on the information that you see and that it is verified and it is accurate. And so if I see an arrest warrant in the system, I'm believing that it's accurate and it's my job to arrest you on the spot and take you in. But now if I have to double check and make sure that that information is in there is actually accurate, now, that's a whole nother hurdle that I don't think our system is set up for. An officer or a deputy is out there on the road. If they see it in the system, they have an obligation to take you in. That is going to be something that I think is unintended consequences that they may not have implemented. And that $100+ million system, it just needs a little extra help to make sure that those things don't happen.
Hopefully it'll stay smooth sailing for everyone and to eliminate all those hiccups that were there, and also for yourself as well.
For sure.
Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes.